Hi guys, welcome back to Tech Tutorial. Today we're going to talk about how to master auto layout in Figma. It's a step-by-step guide to follow easily, so don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Let's dive right in. Now in today's video, we will be exploring how we will be able to use auto layout and how it actually works. Now this can be a bit confusing to beginners, so this video is for that. Now when I was starting with Figma, well, right now I'm not a pro in Figma yet, but auto layouting was very confusing to me. Without an explanation on how to do it, on what to do with it, it was very confusing to utilize it. So I would manually put my different elements or different components of my website or mobile application wherever I want them. And lately, I realized the potential of auto layouting. And in today's video, I would like to share how you would be able to use it. And I would also give some scenarios or like real life application on how you will be able to use it. So let's first demonstrate, let's show you a basic demonstration on how it works. Let me open a project over here. And in this project, this is where I would show you guys later on the practical application. But let's demonstrate first how the auto layouting works. So over here we have a random frame. Let us create 3 shapes for us to play around with. So let's go with our first square, rectangle and let's make 3 more. Then let's highlight them and let's group them. Now, as you can see, these 3 are grouped. Let me change the color so that we will be able to easily identify which is which when we move them around later on. There we go. Now, if you select a frame, you will be able to see here the option auto layout. If you select a group, it is also available. So if you group your different elements, your photos, your different components, you will be able to utilize the auto layout. In the frame, if you use auto layout, it will adjust the entire frame depending on what the element is contained. And whatever is in it, it's going to be a huge modification of objects. So this is best demonstrated if I did it with already pre-built output. So for example, over here in my equipment's login page over here, auto layout is already existing. So if I delete this, I will be able to easily move around stuff just like that. I could mess up things just like that very easily. But if I enable auto layouting, that will no longer be the case because everything will be locked in place. So it will really help lock the different elements in place to avoid making mistakes or rather easily or accidentally dragging things around just like this, as you can see. But to show you even properly or to show it much properly over here, I made this 3 box over here for the sake of demonstration for the basics of auto layouting. Let's enable auto layout over here on this 3 box. Now there are 3 types. Let me screenshot this part over here so that we could see. And I'm gonna paste it over here. Enlarge this. Now there are 3 types in auto layouting. The first one is the scroll auto layout. So the layouting will be layout to the bottom. So if I change this, right now it is currently on horizontal layout. So this is for arranging for our horizontal output. But if you change it to a vertical output, as you can see, it's going to change. So for the vertical, I found it more applicable for creating navigation bars. So that will be very helpful for creating navigation bars. So for example, you could have this as home, and then this about, and this is like pages, something like that. For auto layout, you could have this of like the default scroll section of a design. But as you can see, it will have a vertical layout. So let's have a vertical layout for now. The way auto layouting works is that it will lock those elements, making it easier for you to modify designs. So for example, over here, I would like to make some changes. I would like to move the color yellow below. So you can simply drag and drop it, just like that, and it will change, or it will change arrangement without changing the layout design. Now, of course, if you do that, it will take it out of the group selection, of course, but if you move it along inside the group, you will be able to, as you can see, it will auto change. It's not going to mess up the sequence. It's not going to mess up the position of the different elements, but it's going to accurately reposition them just like that. And that is very useful for designs. to make or to maintain the design of your items. So if you want to delete an item, of course, it will auto adjust just like that. So your design will not be messed up just because something went away or just because something moved. So auto layout is very nice and very important to maintaining a design. And the same thing works with the horizontal layout over here. Assuming this is an about page over here and then home page and then main menu, I guess you can still easily rearrange them depending on what you want, just like that. Same thing, you just simply drag it wherever you want and you will be able to do that, just like that, as you can see. There are different settings as well. There's horizontal gaps between items. You can increase the gaps just like that if you want. That will allow you to easily adjust it instead of manually selecting them and then dragging them again. It will adjust on both vertical and horizontal layout, just like that. And there's also something called warp, as you can see here, which will allow you to warp your layout wherever you want. So let's try it out. So if you do it over here, it's still going to do the same layout, still going to do the same position, but you will be able to put them together as well, as you can see. And over here, you will be able to notice that there is this line over here. So let me enlarge this section over here. There we go. So right now, we're currently on the top left. If I align it to the top right, it will adjust as well, as you can see. Align it to the middle left or middle right, it will adjust. Bottom right, it will adjust as well. You could also put it in the center if you want, just like that, and it will automatically adjust. You can also control the padding. As you can see here, there's paddings over here. Horizontal and top padding over here, which would allow you to control the position of the elements, as you can see. Then it is very easy and very useful with this section over here. So let's say I would like to have some text. Let's add that, and then let's say hello. There we go. Then let's adjust the size over here. Let's make it big. There we go. And I could also put this inside the group. There we go. It will join. And of course, the same concept apply. It will reposition it wherever you want to put it, just like that. And if you want to like put it on the right side, of course, that's a separate combination of auto layouting. So those might be a bit confusing for other people. But anyway, as you can see, if I play around with this, it will move along. And since the hello is now added to the group, it will now recognize it as something that would be, or that would allow them to reposition as well. So let's try it out. We could reposition it just like that. And that's very useful for creating designs. Like for example, this one, there's a lot of designs over here. So if I try to apply auto layouting over here, it might mess up a bit, but after you fix this around, everything will be easily, or you could easily navigate them eventually. But that depends on your element management, your component management. You will be able to easily create very simple outputs. So for example, this one over here, let's group this. There we go, group selection and auto layout. So now, for example, I would like this top part to be on the top. As you can see, it will automatically change, which will make your life or components and front end life easier. So that's basically it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.